This seems to be an area where everyone should agree that if there are armor-piercing bullets available that can fit into easily concealed weapons, that it puts our law enforcement at considerably more risk. So I put this in the category of common sense steps that the government can take to protect the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding Americans, while also making sure that our law enforcement officers who are walking the beat every day can do their jobs just a little bit more safely.
The White House press secretary there, Josh Earnest, discussing the ATF's attempt to ban ammunition for AR-15s, claiming it helps secure police officers on the street and doesn't infringe upon the Second Amendment rights of our citizenry. But detractors and opponents of this policy say, hey, wait a minute. It absolutely does mess with our constitutional right to protect ourselves. To discuss this further, let's welcome in Larry Pratt to our conversation. He's the executive director of Gun Owners of America. He's Skyping in from Springfield, Virginia. So, Larry, your take on this executive order?
Well, even from just the little bit we just heard in your clip, the case that they're making is made up out of whole cloth. They need to be asked, so who are the officers who've been laid to rest as a result of the use of this ammunition in a handgun, let alone in a rifle, which is what it was primarily designed for? And I don't think they're going to come up with even one case, and certainly not any officer dying when protected by standard body armor, because these bullets out of a rifle will go through standard body armor no matter what, whether it's the particular AR-15 ammo they're trying to ban, or other AR-15 ammo, or any other rifle ammo other than .22. It can all go through standard body armor. That's a simple fact. What they're looking for, obviously, is an excuse to ban something of the Second Amendment. And when you want to do something bad enough, any excuse is a good excuse no matter how. It's crazy.
Well, Larry, my old colleagues in Congress, led by House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte, wrote a letter to alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, signed by 236 members of the House. Does the ATF, is it going to have a tough time with this because now Congress is looking into it? What kind of congressional intervention might we expect?
JD, I don't think anything serious is going to happen. I'm glad they've sent the letter. That's a good first step. But that doesn't cut the money off from anything that the president is doing, including this intention to move to an ammo ban. They're afraid to cut the money off because the president threatens that he will, quote, shut the government down, when no such thing will happen. At most, there'll be a slowdown, perhaps of the Department of Homeland Security, until they gave that card away. The fact is, they're not serious in the Congress about stopping the president. The way to stop him is to shut his money off. They won't do it. And so I don't believe anything they're saying until they come up with a resolution that says none of these funds may be used for the pursuit of executive order, and then fill in the number.
Well, mindful of that, about a minute remaining, Larry, I need to get your thought on what is happening from the citizenry. If Congress is doing nothing, a whole lot of people with AR-15s are making a run on this ammo in a perverse way. Is the administration really prompting people to buy more of it?
Well, earlier and now again, pictures of the president are going up in gun stores with the caption underneath, Salesman of the Year. So he's at least good for one industry, but I wouldn't say that's the way I'd like to see the industry prosper.
Fair enough. On that note, we'll end it. Larry Pratt, the Executive Director of Gun Owners of America. Sir, we thank you very much for your time and your assessment of what is going on in the executive branch. And you heard that lament from Larry Pratt. A letter is one thing, but he just doesn't believe Congress will take action. It's a story we'll continue to follow for you here on America's Forum as we prepare to enter our second hour of coverage for this Thursday. Please stay tuned. There's more to come.